What's up guys, ModelBuses98 here, and yes, here it is finally. We have the review of the not Creative Master Northcord Model Company, Alexander Dennis Enviro400MMC model. Now this is rather interesting because this sort of opens up a new world in terms of modelling. This is the first official die-cast model of an Enviro400MMC. And indeed, it's a good one to start with. Now, these real vehicles, I have filmed many of these, but not EH108. So it's a good start. I think there are around 240 of these in real life, and more keep being bought and coming in. And they're all in a similar livery to this, although it can differ slightly. Now, just quick note, the box is almost exactly the same as the 2013 models, except they've corrected the spelling error. It used to spell precision wrong, and now it's correct. Again, a very minor thing, just thought it's worth knowing. And here, on the front, UK6501. I'm not used to 65, but I feel that's quite an appropriate number to give it, seeing as it's the first one. Right, now the box is quite tight actually, which is good. At least it's not some of the glues used on the Corgi models. The boxes are already falling apart when they're only, say, a year old. Now I have gone in to open the seals already. Now this is one of 1,500 pieces worldwide. Now firstly, I'd like to comment on just how realistic it is. I'll give you a good look at the model first. Fortunately, I don't have my spin table with me, so you'll just have to cope with that. Right, so let's take it off. Hopefully it comes off easily, and it does. Right, excuse me. Now, firstly, if I may comment on this particular casting, they've gotten it very well done in terms of the general look. Now, a couple of other MMCs, they look very good, but they haven't quite looked... There's something about when you look at a model, it should resemble the real vehicle quite well. This one does so exquisitely. I'll do some zoom-ins so we can see a bit better. Now this one is YY66OZP. This is one of the late 2016 batch, purchased by GoAhead. Now again, quality is about where you expect it. Nothing is sacrificed. It's very nice. You can see it says EH108 YY66OZP. Now, just one thing to bear in mind, no matter how much people try to push prices up, you must bear in mind that Northcord released this model with an RRP of £48, I believe. Now, if you understand how much it costs to create a new casting, the money has to come from somewhere, and they've had to skimp on a few things that were used on the Enviro400s. The first thing I can see clearly they've had to skimp on is the lights. These are not individual, these are simply painted on, and same goes for the grills. Now bear in mind, with my constructive criticism, I think these are very minor. I'm only mentioning it because I have to, because it's a review. Now, there's no opening rear, although although I liked that feature, it doesn't really bother me too much. I'm glad they weren't super expensive because I think a lot of people would be struggling. Now, if there's one feature I can pick up on, I don't know whether this will change, but it seems to be that the model doesn't quite run along as smoothly as the original Enviro400s. This may change, I might update the comment section, but it seems to be not quite as smooth. Just something to bear in mind if you're a fleet modeler. Right, now focusing on the upper deck, carefully. Apologies. As you can see, it says Warren Street, Route 14. GoAhead, London General. And of course, you have all the standard advertisement areas. And just looking inside in terms of seating too, if I can adjust it, unlike some of the Corgi models, all of the bars are in the correct places. I can't seem to see any issues. Even have the 2 front seats there. This is a great model. And it's all been done at a very reasonable price. And it's all come out very nicely in my opinion. So, what's my verdict on the Northcord Enviro400MMC? I think it's spot on. I definitely give this a 10 out of 10. Definitely buy one while they're still available. And you may or may not remember, but the 2013 Northcord models were only 504 made. Now, so that's why it's good to see one of 1,500 this time, because it means there should be quite a few scattered around the country, and of course Hong Kong, where I believe they're originally made. Now, just a quick mention on the top, GoAhead London EH108, that is true to the real model, real vehicle, and of course you have the double rear axles. I am very impressed with this model, and I'm definitely giving that a 10 out of 10. As for paintwork, it's far too early to speculate. However, I can't say that I can see any compromises yet, although I expect we will start to see in the next few years, which is quite a long time away. Thank you for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see other model reviews, then please subscribe to the channel and also check out the Model Bus Reviews playlist. I think there are over 60, which is quite a lot, and I do plan to be doing a lot more in the future. And I'd also like to be comparing some of the more of the MMCs. I hoped to review more by now, but as you know, none of them have been released yet apart from this one. But the other ones will be on their way as soon as they get dispatched or when they're released. Thank you again for watching this video, and I hope to see you again in my next review.